We are here at the Double R event. I got two special guests right now live with Law Nation Sports. We're going to start with the lovely lady to the far right and then work ourselves to the middle.
I am Jazz Monet.
Yeah, come on with it.
With Cowboys Wire of USA Today and Yahoo Sports. And I am also the host of Bitches Love Sports, bitcheslovesports.com if you want to find any of our content.
Yes, indeed. Now, the infamous, beautiful lady in the middle. Tell people who you are.
I'm Sharice Parsons, Micah Parsons' mother.
Micah Parsons' mother. And what brings you out to this wonderful occasion event tonight?
I came out to network.
You came out to network?
Meet some new people, hang out, get out the house for a
Let
little
me fix you a little bit. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So are you enjoying yourself right now at the moment?
Yes, it's a nice event. A lot of people here, good food, good music, you know, the old school music. You know.
Old school, not punch them in the nose and I hit them in the hip, you know. None of that rap music like that, right?
No.
But with that being said, name me one of the people that you were shocked to meet tonight.
I don't even know the name.
Oh, you met the chef a few seconds ago, right?
You
The chef?
met me?
Yeah, you met
I
Jazz.
met you.
Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah. And it's always good to see you out at these type of events. It's networking, it's putting a face to a name and all of that great stuff. And we are in front of some beautiful cars.
Yes. I told my son to buy me that Bentley over there. He said I got dementia.
Got dementia.
Not dementia.
You know,
He said I done lost my mind.
he said, Mom, come on down.
Just wait for that new deal to come through.
The new deal.
Ask again.
Look, he
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
I ain't spending that much money on no car.
No, that's good discipline. I read that there's 82 to 84% of football players 4 years after they retire become flat broke. Have you heard that statistic?
Yes.
Yes, you heard it.
Well, let me tell you, Law Nation.
Break it down.
That would not be Micah Aaron Parsons.
Come on.
He is, I guess, I ain't going to say tight because he do stuff. He do spend money, but he's very particular what he spend his money on and how much money he's spending.
Right.
And on top of that, he's always on his grind.
Yeah, always on his
He's like
grind.
his mom. I was grinding.
Grinding. He learned that principle from Mom. Mama said, and that's why I go by. When Mama say is what I would do. Jazz, what you have for Mama Parsons? I'm just going to call you Mama Parsons. Is that okay? And I'm from Mississippi, so y'all got to understand my southern drawl over here. Mama Parsons said what she said.
I'm from Louisiana. It's Mama Parsons for me, too.
Come on with
So-
it.
Speaking of Micah's grind, I'm just curious, like, when he got this role with Bleacher Report, because I think the athletic side everybody saw coming, you know, but him having this role with Bleacher Report, not just as a podcaster, but having a role in how they roll out their podcasts and conduct their social media, like, was that a surprise to you? Like, is that something that you're particularly proud of?
Yes, I didn't even know it was even coming. He told me, like, I think maybe like a couple days before they actually announced it. He was like, Mom, I got something big coming out. I was like, what is it? Then he told me, but I'm proud of him because, you know, he's the first one to ever dare to do something like that. So, you know, that's huge.
Yes, that's a big deal. Mm-hmm. Did you see him as a talker growing up, like as somebody who might have his own podcast?
No. And actually, he's still not really a talker. People think he's a talker, but
What?
No, he's not. When he's like at home, he don't really like to talk too much. He just like to just chill, play on his Xbox, play with the kids, stuff like that. He's not really a big talker. You be asking me questions, just be like, Mom, I don't feel like talking right now. I don't want to talk about work.
Uh-huh.
So here's why that's hard to believe, because I follow both Micah and Terrence on Twitter, and it seems like they both have a knack for clapping back at people who have a particular opinion. So I'm just like, it feels like there's something in the Parsons DNA, like a clapback gene or something.
Yeah.
Was that not a thing growing up?
Well, Terrence, he's always been combative.
Okay.
That's just how he is. But Micah, he's not combative. But he's like to speak
He's
his
not?
truth. No. But if he sees something,
Competitive though.
he's competitive in everything, but he's not combative. He ain't gonna keep arguing with you about anything.
Okay.
So,
That explains a lot.
yeah, he'll just speak his whatever he feel his truth is, and he just let it go.
So,
Can I ask you about a personal situation?
Sure.
I was interviewing Terrence this morning,
Mm-hmm.
and you said this is live, Law, right?
no, we just pre-record right here.
Okay, because this part hasn't come out yet. he was talking about how him getting into trouble put a strain on his relationship with Micah because he didn't realize Micah looked up to him.
Yeah, he did.
And I was just wondering what you remember from that time period and what it was like having your two boys, and like, did you observe that, and how did you handle that as a mom?
Well, one thing about it was when Micah saw like Terrence was doing dumb stuff, getting in trouble, and he was like, "Mom, I do not want to be like that."
Fair enough.
So I think, he learned from watching like his brother make the mistakes that he made,
Right.
and he knew that what he wanted for his life and his future, that he wasn't gonna make those same mistakes that his brother did.
Did you encourage them to reconcile, or did they kind of find their way back to each other on their own?
No, they wasn't never like separated.
Wow.
They still talk, but when Terrence was incarcerated and things like that, so he wasn't like when Michael first went to Penn State. He missed that a whole season. He missed Michael's whole rookie season because he was in trouble. So he missed a lot of like good football times.
Okay, I can understand that, but I kind of like the fact that they reconciled on their own and kind of like renewed that connection. Now, when it comes to Micah and situations like what happened with D-Law on social media, does that get back to you?
Oh, I see everything. I be watching it.
Mama knows all. She sees all. She part of it. Grab me that mic right there. Mic, yeah. Underneath.
Yeah.
You can be an observer. You can listen in. Come on, get in on this. Get in on this too.
But I be reading. I be seeing it.
Come
and
on
stuff.
with
I
it.
be like, I just be laughing because it's funny how people can criticize somebody and don't even know them or even know the intentions of what their comments are.
Come on with it.
Because his comments could be coming from a good place, but people turn it into negativity a lot.
Yeah.
That does happen a lot with Micah. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Because it's like a lot of stuff that I was like, I'll see and I'm like, that's not a big deal. But then it turns into like whole headlines.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that was like, people could cry about his podcast, but let me tell you, the podcast don't affect nothing that he does. Trust me. He don't really have to do a lot with the podcast. Only thing he got to do is go on and talk. Bleacher Report comes and set everything up.
Oh, they do that?
Yeah. They do
Did you
everything.
see what I had to do?
He don't do nothing.
Tell Bleacher Report, just give me my $4 or $5 and help me set up over here. Come on with it. You see me sweating and putting this stuff together.
We
It's
just
good.
need a little bit of the budget.
Just a little bit of the budget.
You don't
Split
have to
it.
do none of that.
Yeah.
They fly, look, it's funny because they fly a girl in from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Every day. She comes in 2 hours before Mike even do his podcast.
Get out of
He
here.
sets up everything, do everything. Only thing, when she say, I'm ready, he just go and sit down. He do his little conversation. He get up and she do everything else.
You know what the good thing about all of this is that two things. One being is First Take or ESPN, they reached out to him and they wanted him to be on the show. And we revoked. We was like, no, we don't.
It was FS1.
FS1. Okay,
Yes.
FS1. Let's get it right.
Because it was
FS1.
Skip, and everybody
Skip.
was like, nah, we don't mess with Skip.
We don't
Cowboy
mess
Station
with
does
Skip.
not mess with Skip.
I'll take Parsons' show over him being on that, excuse my French, mess any day, right?
Yeah.
The other side of it, this Mama Parsons, is that I would take the fact that he's doing podcasting versus being out there on the streets.
Me too.
Racing cars, out there in the clubs, throwing money and ones at them that go down the pole. You know what I'm saying? So I love the fact that, and hey, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not casting aspersions. I'm not trying to hurt the strippers' money or the pockets over here. But I just
Tip
glad
your
that
dancers.
yeah, tip your dancers, man. Double tip them, by the way, and throw some ones at them. Say that's on me, Law. But what I'm getting at is basically, I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I
But
do
I'm
too.
not used to it, but I would take it. You get what I'm saying?
I'm not mad that he be at home. I'm telling you, besides him being out there working, he's coming home.
Yeah.
Because like people don't understand like an athlete. First of all,
Right.
a lot of times he leaves the house 6 o'clock in the morning.
Correct.
He's gone. He come back like around 5, 6 o'clock at night. All depends on the day. By the time he get home, he get some food, shower, play with the kids a little bit. He get therapy. He got a massage person come to the house and give him a massage. He got the IV lady coming.
Okay.
No,
Boy,
but
he
I
got
like
it
that
all.
he takes care of himself.
Yeah.
Come
Like he
on.
goes
Yeah.
through a lot in these games. Like taking care of your body is so important.
I got Parsons right here. I got him. yeah. I got him right here. Yeah.
So,
I love
people,
that.
Because people, I see the headlines. People like, oh, he need to focus on football. Well, he do
I
get
think he
some
does.
downtime afterwards, but by the
Yeah.
time he gets home, most during the season, and he do his treatment and everything, it's sometimes 8, 9 o'clock at night. He go to bed, get up and start all over again. So it's like, no, he don't have a lot of extra time to do all the extra stuff.
I'm greedy. I went and got 2 of them, you know.
Now, Terrence was telling me that all the siblings like to stay close to one another so that they can kind of help each other. Like what he said was it takes a village because like they all have kids. Is that something that you encourage, or that's something that they kind of figured out on their own that it's a good thing to stay close to each other?
As soon as Micah got drafted to Dallas, Terrence, he was the first one down here. He moved down here, and then we ended up moving down. My daughter moved down, my brother moved down, his kids moved down. So, hey, we got like a whole village down here. So it makes it nice that we able to get together, have a good time, spend a lot of time with our family and stuff. So I really like that.
No doubt, no doubt. That's good stuff. Oh, look how disrespectful I am. I got the infamous, the die-hard Cowboy, fan of the year, fan of the decade, fan of the century, James Suitman in the building. Come on with it. What's going on, bro?
What's going on? How you living?
Man, give me some, man.
Yes, sir.
He even
Yes,
got one of the rings on right now, boy.
I just realized you were right. We did meet before. You know where we met?
At
Training camp. 2023.
Yeah.
Look,
That is where we met.
2023.
Yeah, so that's
She
what
got
we
good
did.
memory, good recall. You know.
She had to reach back in that because
In
I kept
Oxnard,
telling her.
2023. That's
Yeah.
where we
I was
met.
like, we met before. I just couldn't remember where.
Couldn't remember where. So, how are you enjoying the event today, my brother?
I am enjoying the event. It's very eye-opening,
Right.
and
right.
very nicely organized. I like it. I like it a lot.
Which one of these Bentleys you gonna roll out tonight with? You know?
Well, you know, my birthday is coming up.
Okay.
It's coming up, so the light blue one.
The light blue. Ooh.
Yeah, all the way at the end right there.
And when I saw it, I started singing.
I don't know. I feel like light blue is more of like a Detroit Lions kind of thing.
That's
Cowboys,
okay.
Cowboys.
It's Cowboys.
We need to find a Navy,
Look,
Oh,
a,
Savy.
a Royal.
They got like a
silver.
McLaren down way down there.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So any blue that I wear, they automatically associated with Cowboy blue.
Any blue.
Automatic.
Is that your
Right.
favorite color?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Your favorite
Absolutely.
color?
Blue is my favorite color.
And when is your birthday again for those who need to listen and know about that?
Look, July 9th, this year, 2025.
So we're going
60
to have,
years.
we're going to have, how many years?
60.
Come on with it,
That's
man.
beautiful.
Come on with it, man.
Yep.
Boy, I'm
60.
telling you, God has put flavor and favor all over your life. So I'm going to tell you this, bro. What we doing?
We're going to do whatever we need to do.
You going to
right
be
now,
here or you going to go to an island or something for your big 60? What we doing?
I'm trying to go on a cruise.
Oh,
is
you
what
going to
I'm
cruise?
working on.
Y'all let y'all wrong. folks.
Listen
I thought he
to
going to
him.
do something.
Listen
You hear
to
that?
him.
I thought he was going to do something here. You know what I'm saying? He going to do it big, B-I-G. You know?
But he got a whole schedule going on. Don't listen to him.
No, I don't have no one planning my 60th, so I said, I'm just going to do all modes of transportation all year. So plane, train, car, automobile, RV, truck, everything.
Hey,
Okay.
Everything.
And you and I, we working on something too, right?
Oh, yeah. Let them know what's going on.
Mobile podcasting
Mobile
Okay.
podcasting.
We
out
gonna
of
be
the
on-
This is news to
RV.
me.
in the RV law and RV suit man. You know, we're gonna have
Rolling.
that thing. We're gonna be rolling. And we're gonna be
Yeah.
talking about these Cowboys rolling into some W's, man. Get
Yes.
these victories. Make
Lots of
Wait,
Cowboys.
where y'all going in the RV?
Oh, we
We
can go
got-
anywhere.
go
as long
anywhere.
as it ain't no across no water, we can go.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we thinking about getting the yacht too. Jerry! Jerry! All right, Charlotte. Come on over here.
Jerry definitely got to hook up with the yachts.
I know
So,
Stevie don't like us, but Jerry and Charlotte. But how do you feel about this season coming up?
I'm excited about
excited?
it, actually.
Yeah.
I talked to, what's that, Schottenheimer. And I
Schottenheimer?
talked
Okay.
to, what's the
Matt
company?
Eberflus.
Yeah, Eberflus.
Yep.
I
I
talked to
seen
them
him. I seen
last
him with the
weekend.
grandbaby and everything. Yes.
So, they talk a good game. So hopefully they, whatever, the things that they looking forward to, it comes to fruition.
Right. It's coming all
Did they
full
tell
circle.
you what they're looking forward to?
Not really. but-
They didn't give them.
No
They didn't give them no
specifics.
specifics. But I can tell you, they think the world of Micah Parsons. And
Yeah.
anytime
As they
you
should.
throw in an event and you got the head coach and the defensive coordinator, who's
And
pretty much
But it was a lot. It was
Offensive coach.
Yeah, it was an offensive coach there. It was some D-line coaches.
Clayton Adams came
Yeah,
too.
it was quite a few. It was a linebacker, D-line coach.
I missed the
assistant
opportunity
coaches.
to speak
yeah,
to
it
that
was a
brother.
lot of the coaches. Almost all the defensive coaches was there at the both
No,
events.
for real.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Missed out.
They
What to do?
blend in. They be quiet.
Yeah,
They were quiet. They was on the other
they were
side
talking
then.
about trying to develop more relationships with the players and the families and stuff like that.
Let me ask you this. Moving on from coaching, how often do you talk to Micah Parsons' agent, David?
Not that often. Every once in
Not
a while.
often. Let me talk to Mama right quick. Mama, tell Micah Parsons don't do that deal. Tell him I got his best interest. Did he try to do that to you? Try to rub that in on you?
Not to me.
Okay. It was worth the shot. But in departing, we've been live for a long time. Well, recording for a long time, so I don't want this to be too long. We're going to start with you, Jazz. Any final words to the panel right here?
I'm just curious, just building off my interview with Terrence, I asked him how he would describe himself to people who only see him as Micah's brother. So for you, if you had described Terrence to people as something besides Micah Parsons' brother, how would you describe Terrence Parsons?
Well, Terrence, Terrence was one of my smartest kids, even though sometimes he'll act like it.
I can see it.
He was one of the smartest ones. You know, he's very compassionate about the Cowboys. He's always been compassionate about his Cowboys, his family, his children. So, I mean, he's a good guy, and he loves Cowboy Nation.
Yeah.
Okay, so intelligent, compassion, well-intentioned, Cowboys fan. I like it.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
indeed.
always been a Cowboys fan.
Always.
State and Cowboys. Blue.
Cowboys Blue. Yes, indeed. And what about you, James?
So for me, the one thing that she didn't mention was Micah's only been hurt once in his career.
That's a good point.
One time in his whole career.
Where that wood at?
He's only been hurt.
Yeah,
and that
right.
was last season.
Dang.
And he got rolled on.
Yeah.
And he missed 4 games out of his college and professional
and
career.
The crazy part about it, he's been playing football since he was 5.
Yeah. I
Wait,
heard-
so are you saying since he was 5, he only had one injury?
One injury, yeah.
Wow.
Since he was 5.
Yep.
That's-
So,
And
good.
he played football every year except for 7th grade year. Because,
What?
you know, when 7th grade year, he had, he played in the rec league. He was
Wow.
too big.
Too big.
Oh.
Wow.
Big. Yeah,
Now, you got to tone it down, you know?
Yeah, the weight limit was I think 160, 165. He came in almost 170-some pounds.
Yeah,
Wow.
And they was like, oh, you too big to play. So then that year, he played softball during the year.
So has he always taken care of his body the way that he does now?
No.
So that's just natural resilience when it comes to his physicality.
Yeah. Since
That's
he stepped in
impressive.
college, because before he used to hate working out.
Uh-huh.
Hate it. You look,
He hated working out?
hated working out. And it was funny because, game day, he was always on. Workout practice, he hated
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did he get there and not work out? That is wild.
He was just
That-
naturally gifted. But
That's
now,
it,
I have
naturally.
to admit, he work out every day.
Every
day.
day. Man,
Wow.
that's amazing. Hey, this was a great show. I cannot believe all of the great energy we have here at this event. And the next one's going to be even grandiose.
Grandioso
Yeah,
tomorrow.
grandiose
Hey, we going to the
tomorrow.
Super Bowl.
We're going to the
I don't
Super
know
Bowl.
if we going this year,
Let's go.
but we going.
We're
Let's
going.
get it.
Now we see where Micah gets it from.
Thou shalt decree a thing,
We
and it shall be
manifested.
established.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Let's go. Y'all, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, that's Dak. That's Dak. Okay. Hey, Dak on Dak.